It's number 1 versus number 2. These matchups are special. The entire landscape looking in today on this one, and they become a part of college football history. Hopefully, we'll get something epic. Welcome to San Diego and Snapdragon Stadium, the home of the San Diego State Aztecs. As we'll see a top 5 team in this conference, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the San Diego State Aztecs. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. The Blue Devils will kick this away to start us off. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the delay of game penalty will push the offense back 5.
Okay, break. 3:25.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Extending the play now. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Late in the season here, this one has all kinds of playoff implications, Kirk. You got to believe the winner here is in the pole position for that top playoff seed.
Yeah, no doubt about it. So much at stake here. Absolutely. Whoever wins this one, to me, is in the driver's seat for the rest of the year. We're in the back 9 of the season. Let's see who can win this one and claim to be that most dominant team.
They look to throw it here on second down. The receiver grabs it. They wrap him up after the completion, just short of the first down marker.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know if as a play caller you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Caught inside the red zone and still running. Touchdown, San Diego State. Too much speed for the defense.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. Gain moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. Scanning the field. It's Adams. Catch made over the middle. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
You know, this is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, and he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone, make a catch, and be dangerous after the catch as well.
Both teams trying to set the tone in this high-stakes collision here, Kirk. A long way to go. We expect this battle to come down to the final minutes.
Well, both these teams have been chirping back and forth during the week. I'm sure they're finally excited to be out on the field together. And this is the kind of matchup you just have to have an aggressive mindset, attacking all game long, and find out who the best team is late in this game.
They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And the Blue Devils with 1st and 10 here. Handoff here from the shotgun. He's past the marker and still going. Ball carrier steps out, but a solid gain on the ground that time.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back, as good as we've seen all year, with the ability to accelerate through the hole, positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
Solid gain puts him in good position for 2nd down and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
What an opening drive by this offense, and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage to stop this run game.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. The San Diego State offense on the field now. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Catch made on the out route. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Good pass to the flat to a receiver. They bring him down after a short gain there.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
He's got a man down the middle. They tackle him, but the game moves the ball to the 36.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
So the screen on 1st down is snuffed out nicely, and now they're behind the sticks here.
Yeah, the offense tried to fool this defense by going the screen on 1st down, but give the defense all the credit in the world. They're not fooled at all. Read that perfectly, able to chase that down for a loss. You know, they're completing passes, but they're not getting the ball downfield. It puts a lot of pressure on your receivers to make plays after the catch. Now you're 3rd down and long. You're going to have to get the ball thrown downfield if you want to be able to put drives together.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. He's hit as he throws it. And the pass is incomplete to wrap up an eventful 1st quarter. So some early drama here. We're all even at the end of one. Let's take a quick pause and check out the stats from this 1st quarter. And as we move to the 2nd quarter, you hope these teams will build on a promising start. They're going for it, but the offense needs 13 yards on this 4th down. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. The pocket breaking down. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Short return tackle made at the 27. A crucial takeaway.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive.
Oh, the pass rush gets home.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
See if the offense can overcome that sack. 2nd and long. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? The pass rush closing in. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
It's 3rd and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Bringing pressure. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. 2nd down play now coming up.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And it's caught! Touchdown, Aztecs!
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. So the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. They start with an RPO. Quick pass to the right. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Looking to throw. It's Adams. The receiver makes the catch. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain.
That's an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding that window between the zones and delivering the ball on time.
They keep him guessing with a run. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
It's an out route. The catch made. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air. Man, it puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
On the move now. Quarterback looking to scramble.
Well, that's just being crafty right here by this quarterback. It's not there. You pick up what you can and stay ahead of the chains. And who knows, do this enough, they'll have to start spying on this quarterback, which could open up some passing lanes that weren't there before.
They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line. The offense threatening here. The Blue Devils will line up here on first down and goal. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He's got it right near the end zone. And he scores! Touchdown, Duke! And they get set now to try the PAT. And it's good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. And looking to throw now on first down. It's a quick grab. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Delivers quickly to the left side. It's a risky pass. He gets away with it. Almost the second interception for this defense today. 2nd and 10 following the incompletion from the 37. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And looking for a big play here. The catch is made for a huge pickup. That's a massive play. Moves the ball to the 14, and just like that, they're in scoring position. The Aztecs will line up on 1st and 10. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Touchdown, San Diego State. This offense is still clicking. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT.
Just get the ball into the hands of your guy and let him do the rest of the heavy lifting with the yards after the catch. What a great catch and score.
And they're able to tackle on the extra point. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. On 1st down, it's play action. Throw to the running back in the flat. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Adams. He escapes the pocket. Throws it to the right. Catch is made, but he's out of bounds, so incomplete.
That ball just seemed to sail on. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a 4th down.
And I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on 3rd down. Now, big decision coming up here on 4th.
They need 5 yards here on 4th down to keep the drive alive. Looking for a man. He's running out of time here. And it's incomplete on 4th down. The offense will now take over in plus territory.
Well, this is exactly what can happen when you're overly aggressive and things go bad. And I get it when it's late in the game and you're trying to climb back into it. But to have a turnover on downs now, man, this one could hurt you.
And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Takes the toss, testing the right side here. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Offense looking to keep this drive going into the red zone. It's 3rd down and short. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. The offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Makes the grab, a chance to score. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Solid tackle, able to get him down. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. Offense facing a third down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Aztecs.
I'll tell you what, in this first half, this quarterback seemed to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long. Outstanding pass, great conversion. They put 6 more on the board.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. This will likely be the last play of the half. And they'll use the ground game here. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Aztecs will kick this away to begin the second half. And the kickoff goes out the back. Zone, so a touchback. Blue Devils offense heads back out of the field now. They need to get things going here in the third quarter, already trailing by a couple possessions. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
It's the running back in the flat. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Makes the catch. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. And the Blue Devils come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Adams. Caught quickly. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Snags the quick throw. Brought down. It crosses midfield to the 46.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that end route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Come to the line for 2nd down and very short now. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
You call a quick out on 3rd down? I think that tells you the confidence you have in a quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, a little surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that first down.
And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Pass caught on a comeback route. Tackled at the 5-yard line. Now it's 1st and goal right there. The Blue Devils looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Well, not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
2nd and goal for the offense. Design quarterback run. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Well, at this stage of the game, this offense is clearly thinking it's 4-down territory. They need points on the board, and they need them in a hurry.
He keeps it himself. The defense all over. They stop him right at the line.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on 3rd and goal. It brings us to 4th and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive and you're this close inside the 3-yard line, you got to come away here with a touchdown.
Looking for 6. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a huge 4th down stop.
I really thought that this was going to work out. Showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
So the drive will begin from the 1-yard line, 99 away from the end zone. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Oh, delay of game penalty. That's the last thing you want to do at this placement in the field. So it's 1st and 10 inside the 5. How does the coaching staff play this? So they run the ball to get some breathing room, or will they trust the QB and be more aggressive here? Moves out of the pocket. Caught by the receiver. Finding space at the 20. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Well, Chris, this is what we see all the time now in the modern game of college football. The quarterback's ability to not only throw the football, but the athletic ability to be able to create, get outside, put pressure on the defense, because he could take off and run it. And in this case, he makes a great throw for a 1st down.
Pass caught. And he's brought down, but hold on, there's a flag on the play. Now, instead of a nice gain, they're going backwards with that penalty call. 1st down here for this offense. And he'll set up to throw. Comes up with the catch.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out in space.
Here's the 2nd down play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Dumps it down to the back. Caught. Runs through the defender. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a 1st down.
Man, it's so valuable to have a back like this who can take a check down and turn it into a 1st down. That level of playmaking is such an asset to a team in today's game.
Pressure is coming. On the defense, finally will get him down, and that sack will end the 3rd period. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off.
Well, it's 2nd down and forever. You know they're going to throw the ball. They want to throw the ball, but to the credit of the defense, there's just nothing open. How about this quarterback? Instead of throwing the ball away, he picks up some big yards. They got a real shot here now on 3rd down.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. Delay of game penalty will cost the offense 5. Come up on 3rd down. Solid drive. Defense trying to get off the field here. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Zips it down the middle. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. They get him down, but not before he reaches the 39. The Aztecs starting a new series here on 1st and 10.
Man, they're already up big in this game, and now they're taking shots downfield. They're just looking to pour it on right now. Still throwing the football, and vertical shots to boot.
Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Well, the offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver, but there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. But how about the speed of this defense? Now you're looking at a 3rd down.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. On the move now. Incomplete and nearly picked off. They waste an opportunity for a much-needed takeaway. But it does set up 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board, and now the offense has a chance to kick a field goal by that missed opportunity and dropping that interception.
And here comes the field goal unit onto the field. Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. And the Aztecs will bring their punt team onto the field. Punter comes out for the first time today, looking to pin him back. The punt goes out of bounds. That's a great job. They'll spot it down around the 5-yard line. Duke's offense heads back out onto the field now. Last possession, they were stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything. And they put together something here. Receiver makes the catch, and he's brought down after a big 1st down gain. It's 2nd and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here.
Well, it's another positive play, but, man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another 1st down. He escapes the pocket. And the senior calls his own number, keeps this drive moving. And the Blue Devils hustle to the line to run the hurry-up.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
No huddle here for the offense.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the 1st down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the 1st and the 2nd option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down.
Okay, here they go. Big 1st down, good pickup, and they are off and running.
It's caught. Nice pitch and catch. They finally bring him down, but the offense set up now. 1st down from the 15. Offense flinching before the snap. That'll cost him 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Looking downfield. It's Adams. Moves out of the pocket. And he just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Looking to throw yet again. Catch made on the out route. Tackled pretty quickly, but that is a decent gain on the throw. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's got it near the end zone. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal. Final 2 minutes as this offense desperate to get some points here quickly and try to stage a big comeback. Here we go, 1st and goal. A touchdown here gets them right back into this game. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. 2nd down coming up now.
Boy, what was the quarterback thinking here? You're inside the 10-yard line. You got a chance to put points up on the board. You can't just randomly throw the ball into coverage like this.
Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
That's a smart heads-up play to me by the quarterback. Would rather throw it in the stands than a tight throw leading to a potential turnover. Wonder what they'll have dialed up here on this 3rd down.
And they cut into this lead now on 3rd and goal. Back to throw. It's Adams. Looking to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, if nobody's open, you can't risk the possession like this. Tossing it into coverage in the end zone, that's a good way to earn a spot on the bench.
Remember, a field goal here doesn't do much. So on 4th and goal, they're going for the touchdown. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Looking to the end zone. It falls incomplete for a turnover on downs.
What a play by this defense. High pressure situation. Game essentially on the line. These guys are trying to get back into it. Ball is thrown into the end zone, and good job of knocking it away. And I think we can start to say that this one is just about over.
Leaning on the run game here late. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. 2nd and long here. Looks like the defense is set up expecting a run call. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Let's take a deep shot here. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, they come out firing here to start this 2nd half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
From the shadow of the goal line, looking to throw the ball. Catch is made down the middle. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down. An important play to secure this victory, Kirk. You can debate their rankings coming in, but number 1 took care of business tonight and showed they belong at the top.
Well, we knew a lot of expectations were on the line here, and the number 1 team is the dominant team. They have now punched their ticket, and everybody's going to be aiming for them once we get to the postseason.
Ball handed off. He's got room to run. A matchup of 2 powerful teams this late in the year. We thought it kind of had a playoff preview feel to it, and the higher-ranked team has taken care of business. They're going to emerge, looks like, with a huge W going forward.
I think the thing that really stood out in this football game is that higher-ranked team dealing with the pressure and the expectations. They handled business. Really good football game. Both these teams will benefit from playing in this game late in the year, but now comes the pressure. Higher-ranked team wins this game. Now the expectations every single week will be high. They'll have to continue to play with great poise. And
the quarterback just takes a knee. This is an impressive performance. They played a good football team here today, Kirk, but they just dragged them behind the woodshed and dominated from the start. This is going to catch people's attention.
Yeah, I think most people are going to be in awe when they look at the results of this game. Unbelievable job by this team dealing with the expectations, the pressure, and as you said, playing a good team. This was a big-time